So Vaishali Parekh, do you think we are in for a new high today? Vaishali, do you think we are in for a new high today? Good morning first.
Good morning. Very good morning to all of you. Yes, it looks very likely because yesterday's new round of momentum gave us once again a very strong up move. And today also the foreign markets, SGX Nifty indicates a strong start. So, well, I would be looking at 18,900 to start with for today.
18,900 and the resistance mark today could be taken out. So what happens next, Kunal? Are we looking at 19,000? Are we looking at a strong breakout and forget 19,000? It may just take us closer to 20,000.
I think
Time to think big.
We take it step by step. So, after a 500, 600 point up move and a 250 point consolidation, what we expect is that at least the Nifty would rally up to at least 400 to 500 points, which is mid part of this range as well as the uptrend, the previous uptrend for the index. So, we tend to benchmark in terms of a breakout that if 18,880 gets crossed over, then we could be looking at 19,200, which is approximately 400 point rally for the index. So I think we should be now calibrating the index move in a staggered manner, 400 points on the Nifty, possibly 1,000 point to 1,500 points move on the bank Nifty. So I think what matters over here is that which are the sectors which can probably lead or fuel the rally for the index. Like what we saw on Friday, we saw rather on Monday, we saw the auto index making a very strong comeback. Then yesterday the auto index was more or less subdued, but then you have the bank Nifty which made a very strong comeback. So if there are few more large cap sectors which make a strong comeback, like maybe metals, FMCG, etc., then I think it could propel as well as fuel the rally much more stronger, and we should easily cross over that 19,000 mark as well.
Okay, let's talk stocks and let's find out what's going to actually push the markets higher. Vaishali, what's on your stock list this morning?
So, well, among the large cap, I would now focus on SBI because technically very well placed. And of course, for Bank Nifty to surge high, we need participation coming from all these banking stocks. So SBI would be one of the stocks that I would be targeting on. And my levels are 550 as support and 585, 590 would be the trading strategy. And one who can hold for a longer position, I think we can aim for a target of 600, 620. But besides that, I would also look at metal sector, and JSW Steel is one of my favorites from here on. So I would say 735 as a stop loss, and my target would be around 800, 820. And well, the third stock in the auto category, I mean, also comes in the defense is Bharat Forge, which is quite a laggard, but technically very well placed. I think once this momentum sets in this stock, I'm looking at a target of 900 to 950. So Bharat Forge is another stock which comes to my mind for a good positional trade.
Vaishali, we've discussed State Bank of India, but what is your view on other State Bank of India subsidiaries? Because SBI Life has underperformed, SBI Cards has also done nothing. I mean, 2022, if you had a prefix SBI or a suffix SBI, that stock did well. Right now, it's the other way around.
So I would totally agree with you, Nikunj. Actually, the way I'm seeing the chartical presentation on SBI cards also, I think there is a lot of scope for upside from here on. So let's say chartically, if you ask me, it is in the process of making higher bottom formation. And we are seeing that there is, since 2 days, that there is some pickup and increase in volume coming in. So I would say the risk-reward ratio from here on is quite favorable. With 835 as support, the near-term target I would look at is 900, 910. And with a broader perspective, if one has to see, I think in all likelihood, this can go above 935 to retest the levels of 1,000. So I would take a pick on SBI cards as well as SBI Life, because as you just mentioned, and I was seeing the chart, there is a room for upside technically too. So these two stocks, in fact, whole of SBI basket looks favorable from here on.
6% higher for Sun Pharma in last 3 years. So, Vaishali, you must have heard this comparison what we did. Sun Pharma, Cipla, and then Aurobindo Pharma. Now, what we've discussed is past. Money is not made by looking at past performance, right? आप first आए थे, first आओगे नहीं, वो important matter करता है. So, which is the next one now? You got to go, Vaishali? Looks like somebody is calling you.
No, I'm very much here.
Okay.
So I think Sun Pharma is still my pick because in the current scenario, Sun Pharma has not performed. as compared to Aurobindo Pharma, Lupin. Well, the bias still continues to be positive, but right now, technically, risk-reward wise, and this stock needs to buck up. So my focus is on Sun Pharma. It is a buy because I would be, for now, looking at a trading target of 1050. And above that, if it sustains, of course, we have our open targets of 1150. So my view for Lupin, Sun Pharma continues to be very positive. And as far as Aurobindo Pharma is concerned, it has shown a lot of run-up. Technically, 720 was the resistance level. So if we see the stock moving past 720 and sustaining above that, then of course we have further high targets of 800, 850. But as of today, I would say buy Sun Pharma.
Okay, so
To what the outlook is by way of mid-cap recommendations, as the pre-open rates are indicating a pretty healthy start owing to what we saw yesterday. So taking off from those levels and perhaps with a strong handover from the Wall Street as well, expecting it to be a healthy day of trade. Your mid-cap call, Vaishali?
Well, one, as I mentioned, was Bharat Forge, and the other one I would recommend is Ugrocap. So Ugrocap has got into a very strong trend, and yesterday also we saw a new round of momentum setting in with good volume. So I would say 210 should be the stop loss to look for a target of 250 to 260.
Okay, revisit that call on the Nifty Bank Index. What's driving the conviction that it's a buy recommendation on the Nifty Bank?
Well, so actually we are opening at the resistance level now, 44,400 to 44,500. So I would say actually the buy has come from yesterday, the way the pickup has started. So I would say continue to hold, and if one needs to buy and decline, because all likelihood, since Nifty has seen the new high, Bank Nifty is also likely to cross 44,500 to aim for the next target of 45,200.
You know, it's interesting.